I would not get in my body today.
There's Jen.
Hi, Jen. Hello, everyone. Oh, look, I didn't even do it on purpose, but I wore a dark shirt. It's so much easier to see the text over a dark shirt than it is a light one.
Good idea.
I want to thank everyone who is sharing my live. Thank you. I appreciate y'all being here today. Hello. Hi, Jen. Hi, Danny. Thank you. Thank you, Sissy. I appreciate y'all sharing my live. So for those of you who are just popping on, I do choose the card reads to the people from the people that are sharing my live. So I do appreciate y'all doing that. Looks like people are just starting to join us today. Get my water going here. I have to say hi. Oh, I lost my makeshift thing that we're keeping y'all just so. Hi, Lola. How's y'all's week going? Hi, red-haired kids. Hello. I wonder what color hair her kids have. Hi, Alan Mom. Oh, welcome, Celos. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Jaylene. All right, redhead kids, I appreciate you sharing my live. I'm about to ask you to go live to give you a card read. For those of you who are just joining, when I do spirit-led, of course, I don't control what spirits come up during spirit-led, but whenever I am doing card reads, I do choose people who have shared my life. How are you today, red-haired kid?
Good.
What
Hi.
is your name?
My name's Erica.
Erica. Where are you located?
In Haywarden, Iowa. I used to live in Omaha, though, so.
Oh, is that where you heard about me from?
I actually heard you from TikTok, and you said you were from Omaha, and so I started following you.
Ah, how cool is that? Yes, small world, right?
Yeah.
Have you not been in have you been out of Omaha for a while?
For 5 years.
Yeah, that's about when I started my business, was 5 years ago. All right, very good. Would you like a general card read or would you like a reading to answer a question?
Maybe like a relationship reading.
Okay, very good. So relationships in relation to Erica. All right, so stop right there. So let's do this. Okay, very good. Excellent. You're like, yes, what's going on? She's saying excellent. Okay, so what I'm seeing is you're not really, I know you asked for a relationship, but you're not really, the first card that comes up is the Seven of Cups, which is about not seeing things for as they are, having wishful thinking, having this illusion. And I asked what this illusion was about, and you actually have a very full life as it is.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the few people who would not come to me. You might ask for a relationship reading, but you're not going to come to me and ask whenever you are going to meet your soulmate because you have a very good understanding of what it takes to meet a mate. Mm-hmm. You understand the concept of the universe reading energy, and you have to work on yourself to attract who you want. Mm-hmm. I hear you've been doing that. So I do want to give you kudos. Well done on that.
Thank you.
Now, the next card I see is the Lover's card, which is an excellent card to come up when you're wanting to know about a relationship. So now the first card was, it was kind of telling me where you had been, what had been going on. And so this Lover's card is about what's coming, is coming up fairly quickly. I do know that because the next card is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands for one thing is about fast moving energy. Wands is associated with fire is fast, and you are a natural leader. You are a visionary. Now, have you been thinking about starting your own business, Erica?
Not really starting my own business. My job isn't fulfilling as it once was, and so more of just waiting to see if something comes up. But yeah, not really starting my own business, no.
I'm seeing you doing something on the side. Is there a craft or something that you do that you spend a lot of time on the side?
No, I am a natural writer. That's actually what I do for my job. And so I've
Okay.
like started to write a book, and then I thought maybe I can do some consulting for plain language because that's actually my job. So those are some things that I've thought about.
Very good. I do think you should do that. We're getting off this lover's card for a minute. We're coming back because there's a couple of things going on. You just wanted relationships. Spirit decided to throw in some other things,
That's
as you can
fine.
tell.
That's fine.
We're not finished with the relationship, but the spirit just had me deviate for just a moment. You are to start something new. I don't see you switching jobs. I see you keeping your job.
Okay.
I also see you starting something on the side, and it makes sense that you have. And when you said no, I was like, yeah, no, this is something you already do. This is something you already spend a lot of time doing. And now you're just going to go start getting paid for it. And so it makes sense that you were thinking of consulting.
Okay.
I am having a warning of this. Tells the next warning is to make sure you watch out for burnout and exhaustion, which tells me if you started consulting, it would take off really quickly,
Oh, okay.
or you wouldn't have that warning. Now, back to this lover's card, right? Um, I'm getting the Page of Pentacles, which leads me to believe you're going to meet someone through your work. I'm not hearing at your work, I'm hearing through your work. So I'm not sure if there's conferences you go to or business meetings that you have with people outside of your company, but I am hearing that you're going to meet someone. Do you have business meetings that you go to?
Not really. I work from home, but I guess more with the relationship. I was in like a 10-month relationship that I paused, and I just so happened to start talking to somebody new last week, closer to me, and it's just kind of confusing and like I really have a good life. That's like the only thing I'm really confused about. I don't know.
No, no, no. I say there's no confusion at all. You're just in a waiting period. The person that you paused on, there is no confusion there. That relationship needed to be paused. And I'm not saying he was a bad person. I'm just saying he was not the right person for you.
Okay, and that he actually, I met him through my mother's work. She introduced us.
Interesting.
And so that's why when you say work, that's what I was like, okay,
No, and this person that you're currently seeing is not the one either.
okay. The one
I'm
I'm
hearing
talking.
that. Yeah, I'm not saying to not see him. I'm not saying to, but to kind of just keep your I was just looking here because I was pulling some more cards. Every single of these, like I just pulled through three pentacle cards in a row. When every time I started asking for direction on your relationship, I was pulling a pentacle card. Pentacle is about work.
Hmm.
And I was like, can I have more direction? And I pulled Knight of Pentacles. I was like, no, 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 I want more direction. I pulled the King of Pentacles. It's all been leading, and I hear spirit in my head, one of my guides. So when you read cards, if you read them intuitively, your guide helps you out with information. One of my guides is kind of funny. And so she's like, have I gotten through to you yet? Like I keep asking the same question and I'm getting the same answer. And she's like, because you already know. Um, So I do feel that you are going to meet someone somehow through work. So maybe it's someone your friend works with, but you are going to meet, it's going to have a work component to it, and it's going to really change your walk, like how you think about your walk on this planet. You're going to start, because right now you still, even though you're seeing someone, you still think of doing things by yourself. You still have that single mentality, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're going to notice when you meet the right person, your thoughts just kind of change into being more of a couple mentality instead of single.
Okay. I'm not the person I'm just starting to talk to. I'm one of those that kind of stays in relationships when I shouldn't. So it's like,
No, I get that. Actually, whenever I was thinking, when I was telling you, you can go ahead and see them, just don't hang out for a long time. They dropped in one of my girlfriends who she has no ability to do that.
mhm.
Like when she starts seeing someone, she instantly gets attached. And no matter how much I try to say, look, this is not the right one, you're just setting yourself up for in 18 months, it's going to implode. So yes, this person that you're seeing is not the right one for you. So if you can't see him casually, if you can't see him and remain unattached, I probably wouldn't see him because he's not the right one.
Okay.
Is he a bad person? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Nope, just not the right one. Dee, are you getting when she's going to meet this next person? Let's see if Dee's getting the same thing as me.
Okay.
about the end of October, somewhere in November, real close. October, November.
hmm I was hearing around the holidays also.
Oh, interesting.
So it'll be
Okay.
interesting. Maybe you go to a party or something.
Yeah.
And I hear it's just kind of, I'm seeing it's one of those situations where I see you getting dressed to go to this party very begrudgingly. It's like you've agreed to go, but you don't really want to. And it's one of those times where you're like, why the heck did I agree to go to this? I wanna go. And then it ends up really changing the trajectory of your life.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Erica. All right, that's fun. I always like it whenever Dee and I agree because whenever you get two mediums together that agree, especially experienced mediums, um, yeah, then you know you're heading in the right direction. So, speaking of that, it was kind of fun last night. If anyone is a member of the Divine Collective, uh, Dee's like laughing already. So we met last night. Divine Collective was a group reading. So once a month we do a group reading. We meet other times, but last night was our group reading time. And so I had brought up someone who had passed violently. And, now how I brought them up, I was like, they're telling me that that it was made to look like they took their own life, but they did not. They did not. It was made to look that way. And I just gave all this information. And someone popped up and said, oh, yeah, that was my husband's cousin. And it was just most ridiculous thing. He had been looked to have taken his own life. But then he had a head injury, and the way he was supposed to have taken his own life would not have accounted for the head injury. And so then we were working that case last night in the Divine Collective. There's a certain way where you work cases. And the reason I'm telling you this is because you take the information that most of the people agree on, because you can get wrong. And I've seen some mediums go head to head in meetings because they think they're all right. They think their information they have, and so you really have to watch your ego when you're working a case because you don't want to create that Hollywood drama. Like there was someone in there who was saying the information, but they were creating is like, nope, you're just creating too much drama around this, and for one thing, it didn't feel right. And the more you start creating that drama, the more you can convince yourself in your head it's right. And all right. So if anyone's ever interested in joining the Divine Collective, we do meet 3 times a week, and it is a lot of fun. All right. Sarah Lingo. I'm about to ask you to go live and get a card read. Miss Sarah. Let's see if she's going to come up. There she is. Oh, she's got a little puppy on her paddleboard. Hi,
Can you hear
Sarah.
me? Hi.
Where are you located?
I'm in Bozeman, Montana. I'm at the pool currently, so sorry if it's a little bit loud.
That's so cute. Well, that's dedication. She's in Bozeman, Montana. For those of you who have never been to Montana, Montana is beautiful. I've driven through there before. It's just beautiful.
Mhm.
Had to drive through there going. Now, well, I'll tell you, I had never really spent a whole lot of time in like the upper peninsula of the United States, but my husband we were getting stationed in North Dakota, so I had to drive through there. For one thing, it is sparsely located in the northern part of the United States. I just want people to know.
Yeah.
So when you need gas and you see a gas station,
Yep.
stop and get it.
All the
All right,
towns are like 3 hours apart.
right? I did
It
not.
is gorgeous.
I had never really spent time in areas of the United States that were so sparsely. It's like, oh yeah, I still have a quart of a tank. We're fine. No, I did never run out of gas, but let me tell you really quickly, at a half a tank, you better be filling up. Alrighty, would you like a card read, general read, or would you like a question answered?
I think general, I missed to I just popped in like maybe 10 minutes ago, so I'm so happy to see you. I think general, but I think mostly related to, oh gosh, how do I say this? Well, realistically, it's relationship, because I really like what you had said in the last one, kind of about the person, but for career for next year, I'm starting internships for grad school, and I don't know where, I have no direction with that. So I feel like maybe that's more important.
Okay,
So
so
maybe
you want,
general and see what comes out.
okay. Okay. We'll do
I
that.
don't know, whatever works better
Right,
for
right, right,
those
right. Yeah, I know
contexts.
she started out with a relationship and we popped over to work and we came back to relationship. Okay, right there is
I
good.
know.
Let's see what we have going on here. Okay, very good. So instantly, Spirit is starting this reading off with relationships. We're starting off with the Page of Cups, which is about happy endeavors, new creative opportunities. Have you just recently met someone who kind of piqued your interest?
Yeah, I have been talking to someone new um, for, I guess, like this summer,
Yeah.
but I am not really sure. It feels very natural, but I'm not really sure if this is a temporary thing or
You
what
know,
the
it
deal is there.
feels really good. I'm also seeing that you are you're being called to make sure you maintain clarity and balance in your life, that you can sometimes get headstrong in a certain area.
Mm,
Like you can be, just it's just what I'm hearing. You can be a little bit hard-headed when it comes to getting ideas in your head. And Spirit is really calling you to make sure you're maintaining a balance and clarity in this situation. And they're telling me
mm,
that you have done a really good job of that. Like with this relationship, normally you would have had, not literally, but you would have already been planning a future with them and doing all kinds of
mm,
things in your head. But you've done a really good job. I'm hearing that this is going to be a significant relationship for you. Now, am I saying you're going to get married? No, I'm not saying that. But it's the Ten of
mm,
Cups, which is about having a lot of joy and harmony, and just having a lot of fun. Um, I am hearing that you are going to have some time out away from that relationship, and it's really going to cause you some anxiety and some fear.
mm.
And that the next card is a Two of Wands, which is you're going to have a big decision to make. And it feels like you're going to feel like it's going to be an either or. But I'm hearing Spirit say to make sure you don't look at it so black and white, that two things can be true at the same time. Do not get into the defensiveness and the trying to control the situation, but making sure you're allowing Spirit to flow and head in this new direction. Now you're going to be moving for your
It's
intern.
basically yeah, internship for grad school. I'm studying for counseling, mental health counseling,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I want to do an internship with the program that I would move into with. And in Montana, there's just not a lot of opportunity. So I don't know if I would stay here. I think if there was a program that offered these like international trips and kind of had the same heart behind therapy that I want to have and work with,
Mhm.
but I don't know if that's going to be somewhere else or staying here, or just like
It feels
any
like it's going to
direction.
be somewhere else.
Mm, yeah,
If you don't
I think
take
so
it,
too.
you would feel, I know, and that's a part of the decision I think you're going to be struggling with, is you're going to be offered an intern somewhere else. You're going to be struggling with, do I stay here? This is what I love. This is what I know. But you're going to regret it if you don't take it. You're always going to have that what if.
Mm,
If you do, I'm seeing
yeah.
now, I'm reading the cards that if you did take it. Have you recently had a falling out with one of your friends?
Um, a little bit. I've definitely, my circle has gotten a bit smaller lately.
Mm-hmm.
And there
Mm-hmm.
was something that happened last year was extremely traumatic for me with relationships and friendships. So I've been much more careful this year.
Mm-hmm. And the cards are saying that's
Yeah.
why I was asking. But also, that's about to you. I'm getting this Three of Cups, which is really about, you see the three people coming together and they're having a good time. You've started making really good choices. You've become much, I want to say pickier, but just you've been using your discernment.
Hmm.
Let's put it that way. You've been doing a really good job with discernment when it comes to
Hmm.
your friends.
Protective.
Yes. And you are really
Thank
you're
you.
supposed to lean into that energy more. You know, I've noticed that a lot of people when they get counseling degrees. There's so much healing that comes with learning that degree that you change
Mhm.
and you start looking at people differently and you start recognizing negative patterns faster. And so I've noticed a lot of people, as the further they get into their counseling degrees, the more their life changes if they're doing it correctly, which it sounds like you are. So yes, this gentleman that you're with is supposed to be in your life right now. He is a very good match for you. You are supposed to move. You're doing a really good job with discernment with your friends. Spirit is really calling you to let go of control and stop trying to control the outcome and really allow spirit to deliver its best and to sit with that expectation and stop trying to control it. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
All
Yeah, it
right.
does. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
All right. That was cute. We got to read someone by the pool. All right. Thank you. Thank you. What someone said? No unclaimed today. We haven't started spirits yet. I know I've been sticking to cards. I said I was going to pick people and read cards, and sometimes spirits pop in, but today we have actually been reading cards. And I want to thank everyone who is sharing my live. For those popping on, please click that follow button, and I do pick people that have shared my live to read cards with. Julie Noltho, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope I didn't butcher your name. I'm about to ask you to go live. Let's see, invitation sent. Let's see if she accepts. Oh, here she comes. About to say, is she going to make it? Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Where are you located?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Ah, very good. You know, that's my stomping ground, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, let me some Louisiana. We're gonna try. Well, I'm going to MD Anderson the beginning of September, and we're gonna pop over to Alexandria for just like a day or so to see my husband's family, and then we're gonna head up to Arkansas for a couple of days. So we might drive through Baton Rouge. We have some people there to see. All right, would you like a card reading, a general read, or would you like a question answered?
General read.
All right, very good. Your hair looks really nice in your profile picture.
Thank you.
I've been having hair envy lately. My hair, some of the medications I'm on has making my hair get really thin. So, you know, where I used to not notice people's hair as much, now I do. It's got complete hair envy. All right, very good. Now, the first card we have is the King of Cups, which is you have overcome some things. I'm hearing a tower card moment. I don't see the tower card, but Spirit is showing me in the last about 9 months ago, you had this tower card moment that took you a moment to recover from. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Now, you have really gotten your footing. You've done a really good job of overcoming that and moving through it. And you're about to start a new journey. You're starting this new journey with a lot of optimism and a lot of trust that things are going to start working out well for you. And they are. I'm hearing for you to make sure that you are maintaining your hope and your faith, because the universe reads energy, not language. So if you maintain that positiveness, that's what the universe is going to reward. Now, the fact that I'm seeing that you are to maintain your positiveness tells me that something is going to come your way that you're really going to have to make a choice. How are you going to handle this? Are you going to take it to the higher octave, or are you going to match the energy? I'm really recommending to not match energy. I know that's a trend people have going around. Do not match energy, people. You are extremely intuitive. When you overcame this tower card moment, or kind of walked through it last year, you don't overcome them, you walk through it. It allowed you to start seeing things more clearly and to really start stepping into your own power. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Very good. You are absolutely headed in the right direction. You know, there's really three cards that came up in a row, kind of feeling the same thing behind them. So make sure You're about to have, so whenever you start vibrating at a certain level, like you've overcome something, you have walked through some triggers and really handled them correctly, and you start vibrating at a higher level, the universe is going to say, that's great, excellent. Are you really ready to maintain that? And they're going to throw some situations your way that will give you the opportunity to prove that you can still maintain that energy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Those situations are about to start coming your way. Like, I feel if you're not in one right now, you are just about to hit one. Can you feel that?
Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're very intuitive, so you can feel those things coming your way. It's one of those moments I see you looking like, okay, do I duck? Do I hide? What do I do? You are absolutely doing the right thing. The death card is next. The death card is not scary at all. It's not about the death of a person. It's about the death and transformation of how you used to be. The Temperance card is coming up, and it is about making sure you're maintaining balance and harmony. And you're having some old friends circle back. If they haven't started yet, you're going to have old friends circling back and becoming reacquainted into your circle again. Now, are you starting a new work? Something's happening with your work. What do you do for a living?
I'm a realtor. Well, I'm actually a broker, so I manage the office that I work at.
Are you having some shifting of employees there?
We got a new employee yesterday.
How are you feeling about that, Julie?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Okay. I would absolutely, I know we're on a live, so we're not going to go into it, but I think you should really go with your intuition. Even
Okay.
if things look perfect on paper, you know.
Okay.
And you are excellent at determining when someone's not a good fit.
Okay.
I'm also hearing that there is going to be another opportunity for you to, and it's not the person who started yesterday, this is a new opportunity coming up. It feels like it's going to be about 3 weeks for you to add something to your office that's really going to bring more money into play. So I would keep a, yes. I tried to get, so I knew that because I got the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is all about work. And then I was like, oh, let me get more clarification on that. The next card was the Two of Pentacles, again, about work. Today is a lot about work. It's going to really cause you to, they're showing me your office being in 2 different directions. Not bad, but you're having to balance both of them. Like you're getting really busy and you're having to balance both of them, but it's going to bring a lot more money into play. And someone's going to bring this idea to you, and I hear it's going to be in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Y'all manage apartments? What is this?
Yeah,
Yep.
we do property management.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. But you do other things also, correct?
I do.
This feels like it's going to be on the property management side.
Okay.
Must be a new, because I'm seeing a huge apartment complex, and that's how I knew it was apartments. So something is going to come that way that's going to really, I see you smiling.
Yeah.
It's going to bring a lot more money your way. Thank you, Julie.
All right. Thank you.
All right, let's do some spirit led. You want to do some spirit led? Are we up for this, Dee?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The first spirit I have stepping up here is a man. I'm hearing John Paul. So I'm not sure if it's JP, John Paul. Keep that in your mind as I start describing him. This gentleman is showing me he was a very smart man, but more of a street smart man. He's not like he had diplomas on the wall, but he was an entrepreneur. He owned his own business, but he is not showing me sitting behind a desk in a suit business. He owned a business where it was more of building things, handyman, that kind of stuff. he was showing me going from job site to job site. He always had something in his mouth. He had a nervous habit of chewing on like a toothpick or something. He is showing me that this man did like the finer things. Yes, he did. He shows me he was a working class guy. I mean, just the boots he is showing me and his truck. As he started making more money, he was definitely someone who was not afraid to spend it. You could tell he had money from looking at him. I know some of those guys who, I mean, I used to be a investment person, and I'd have millionaires walking into my office, and you never know it from the way they were dressed and what they were driving, or multimillionaires. This guy, you knew it. I guess he is showing me he had a very nice property, several acres, and I'm seeing a barn. It looks like he had a couple of horses. So his family had horses. Okay, so let me start recapping here, and then I will add some more information onto this. This is spirit led, so if this is your spirit, please put a yes in the comments. I'm hearing like JP or John Paul, this name around him. He is showing me that he owned his own business, but he really built it from scratch. And it was someone who was construction, property, fixing properties, all of that. He was someone who also, as he started making money, you could definitely tell. Just this man is showing me his boots, expensive. Showing me his truck, a very nice truck. And he shows me going around and checking on his properties. He had a nervous habit of chewing on things whenever he was thinking, getting nervous. Toothpick, straw, was chewing on something. He is showing me his property where he lived. Very nice house. Looks like, is that a ranch house? Not like a ranch, living on a ranch, but like a ranch without a basement type house. He's also showing me, I'm seeing a barn, and it looks like he had some horses there. He did like to drink, and he also didn't come home much. Like he was just always working, or he is showing me that whenever he was like working and having drinks, that was still working. He was someone who is saying a lot of his business came from socializing, being out and drinking with the boys. That's how he said his deals were made. He was a nice looking gentleman. I was trying to decide if he was actually nice looking, if it was just came from his confidence and, charm that he had. He's also showing me wearing a cowboy hat. But it does not look like a kind of cowboy hat where you're going to be out working. No, this is a nicer cowboy hat. All right, does this gentleman belong to anyone? All right, we're going to put him on hold, and we'll move on to the next one. All right, I have a mom energy. Instantly, as this mom energy is stepping up, I just want to take off my ring and pass it down. So this lady passed down jewelry. She's also showing me that she was passing down her things before she actually passed. I see like people coming over. It was kind of, she just started giving her things away. I'm seeing her giving away the teapots and the silver, I'm hearing, and little pieces of jewelry here and there. I just see her say, take it, take it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Sweet as pie. This lady was so very sweet. She's also showing me that she was smart as a whip. She still had a great memory. Even as she started aging, she still kept her wits about her. I see people sitting down and her still being able to have wise conversations with them, her remembering their name, her remembering details. They would tell her something, and the next time she met with them, she would still remember this information. She is showing me that I kind of feel that I'm not really hunched over, but I feel like I'm losing my neck, like I don't know, just caving into myself. And yeah, I guess she did have a little hump. Usually you see that on the hump of people. And thank you. Thank you, Franny Pants. She is showing me that she was getting that hump, and she was a smaller lady. She was petite. I'm hearing petite. All right, let me recap on this lady. I'm hearing a mom energy stepping up. She is showing me that she started passing down jewelry even before Dawn Marie.
Yeah.
Oh, thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. So, y'all would not know this, but it's funny. All of a sudden, someone started complimenting me, right? So before I got on here, you can ask Dee. I was just like, okay, Dee, look, I am not feeling well. So y'all know whenever, if any of you have had an illness where you've had to take a lot of medications, there are days where those medications just hit you wrong. And this is one of them. And I've just had to push through today. And so I was like, okay, Dee, let me go take some medicine. I'll be right back. So I was trying to, and so it's so funny that the day that I'm not feeling well is the day that everyone starts complimenting me. So that's not an accident. Spirit is absolutely using y'all to kind of bolster me and give me some energy. So I will absolutely take it. I appreciate it. All right, Miss Dawn Marie, I'm going to ask you to go live. Oh, Miss Dawn Marie is not asking, it's not letting me ask you, so request me. Down at the bottom are the two people, so click on them and request to go live with me. Oh, there we go. Hi, Dawn Marie.
Hi.
Now, instantly you stepped up, or as you were coming on, this grandmother energy started telling me to compliment you on your flowers. Have you been working on your flowers lately?
No, but I look at flowers.
Is it your mom? Who around you has been looking at flowers? Or
My
working?
mom. My mom actually received flowers.
Okay, very good. And this is your grandmother, right?
Yeah, that's my dad's mom, yes.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So now I knew the second someone around you had this flowers had to connect, because the second you started popping on is like, nope, all of a sudden she's telling me to tell you nice flowers, nice flowers. So you're saying your mom just received flowers.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So then this means your grandmother's trying to get me to your mom. Okay, so what do you have to say about mom? So this would have been your mom's mother-in-law?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I'm just making sure this message makes sense as she's giving me these details, because she jumped over a bunch of stuff and she's like, tell her about the flowers. Like, oh Lord, we haven't even developed that path yet. But this tells me this lady was very good. Remember I said that she was quick-witted and she did not, that she didn't lose her memory, like towards the end of her life. This proves it, how she just quick-witted. Instantly she's like, okay, you've got the right person. Tell her about the flowers. I need to say something about her mom.
Okay.
So, your mom, I'm not saying she took care of her mother-in-law, your grandmother, but she definitely made sure that she was remembered, and she would check on her and make sure everything was okay. Like, I'm just hearing her, do you need anything, Mom? Do you need anything? Do you know that to be true?
Later in life, yes.
Yes, she's talking about towards the end of her life.
Yes.
As she got older. And how cared for that made her feel. She's showing me that, and it's not that your mom and your grandmother had a bad relationship. I just see them looking in different directions, like they were pulled in different directions.
Yes.
And so as they got older, your mom did such a great job of making sure she was taken care of. She's also letting me know that, okay, who in your family, Dawn, has had some skin issues, like maybe some just eczema or basal cells? I'm seeing a skin issue. Who is that?
My oldest brother, he has what's it called? The dialysis rash.
Oh, he's on dialysis, huh?
Yes.
Is he on the transplant list?
He was, but he got pulled off because of his heart condition, they found out.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, she started making me feel kind of very sad, and she showed me a list. I was like, oh, why am I feeling sad over this transplant list? It's because he was pulled off. Okay, so only tell your brother this if he believes in mediumship, but his grandmother, who is this lady, sends him hummingbirds.
Okay.
And she wants him to know that she sees how hard he's fighting. It reminds me of like I was just telling Dee, y'all never would have known how bad I was feeling. Like I could literally go lay down right now and not get up for 4 days. I just feel terrible today.
Yes.
I show up because I have a schedule. I have people depending on me, and your brother does the same thing.
Yes, it's really hard on him, and that's her first grandchild, and they're very close.
Hmm. And she is saying that she sees him. She wants him to know that she sees how hard he's fighting, and that she sends him in the hummingbirds, and that she is around him. He has also, interesting. I don't know if your brother has mentioned this to you, if you would admit it. Has he mentioned has been seeing like people that have passed? Has he mentioned that?
No.
Uh-huh. I see him doing a double take, like seeing someone there and then turning away like, no, I don't. And she was saying that, yes, he has actually seen her. So, maybe gently ask him about that. And your grandmother is saying that, yes, he did actually see her. She was visiting him. He's not crazy. She was visiting him. She said, well, maybe he is a little bit, but I was visiting that boy. Also, she says, I haven't really known anyone on dialysis, but she is saying, I can imagine if your kidneys are not doing well, you have to watch your diet. But she says, y'all leave that man alone and let him eat what he wants. Have y'all been messing with him, Dawn?
Probably my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's like, you leave that man alone. Let him eat what he wants. Except she said boy. She said leave that boy alone. He wasn't a boy, so I called a man. Now, Dawn, she has not forgotten you. She is stepping up, and she made my shoulders feel very weighted down. You have been carrying a lot of the weight of your family
Yes.
during all of this.
Yes.
And she is saying that you have not gone unnoticed. And to her, I know you feel like you've gone unnoticed because you are the one who is just doing all the things.
Yes. Yesterday was a bad day for me.
That must be why she is stepping up today then, telling you that she sees you, that your feelings are not going unnoticed, that she understands that people are just constantly dumping on you. And I hear everyone saying, oh, Dawn can do it. Dawn can do it. Dawn can do it.
Yes.
And your grandmother is saying to make sure you gently put your boundaries in place, and that whenever it's enough, it is enough. And don't feel guilty about that. Well, you can only be expected to do so much.
Okay.
She is telling me that she is the one who's been messing with your phone, it looks like. I couldn't decide if it was your iPad or your phone, but I see it kind of glitching, like I'm
Oh
hitting
my goodness. Yes. I was actually going to take it to T-Mobile.
Well, don't take it just yet. Your grandmother's taking responsibility for that, so I would give it a few days to see if it kind of evens out now that your grandmother is like. As I'm having a side conversation with her, I was like, "Really, Grandma?" She's like, "Oh, sorry." So yes, that must be why she was stepping up. Not only because you were having a bad day, because she's like didn't want you to spend the money to do that. She is I just took that drink of water, and she's like, yes, make sure you tell Dawn also to hydrate. Make sure she's hydrating. Have you not been hydrating, Dawn?
I've been slacking a little bit, but I went to the doctors and I noticed that one of my results came back where I'm a little dehydrated. So I've been drinking more water.
So when spirits tell me things that I couldn't know, like your grandmother's telling you to hydrate, she also was talking about messing with your phone, and you said, yes, I was about to take it to T-Mobile. When spirits tell me all these things and talking about your brother that I could not possibly know, it's a sign that they're around you.
Oh, yes.
And she said, so your grandmother is saying, yes, I actually prefer being over here because then I can be around them all at once. So that tells me that she was someone who liked to be in the know.
Oh, yes.
Which makes sense because this lady was quick as a whip even towards the end. So it makes sense that now that she's over there, she's up in everybody's business. All right. Thank you, Miss Dawn.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so I know I was just up here because there were some people that were talking about, basically they were insinuating that the information I had given could go to several different grandmothers, right? That's the reason whenever spirit pops on, I mean, could anyone argue with the information that came through for that lady? I mean, the fact that she was about to take her phone to T-Mobile, her grandmother had mentioned, messing with the phone. She had mentioned about her brother being sick. Yes, her brother's on dialysis. She was mentioning about, the things that her mother-in-law, the Dawn's mom, this lady's mother-in-law had done for her at the end of her life. So, right, that spirit was definitely for her, right, Jess? So, spirit gives information that's the reason I don't let spirit step up and say, hey, tell them I'm around. Nope, you got to prove it. And that spirit did an excellent job of proving that they are not only around Dawn, but who she definitely belonged to. Oh, and thank you, Lola. I just don't want anyone to know, because I think sometimes people get frustrated whenever they want a spirit to be theirs, and they're like, wait a minute. I get it. I understand. I know, right, Selena? I'm very sad for her brother. Very sad for her brother. All right. Let's do another. Oh, let's go back and recap. Oh, you're so sweet, Jess, but I did want to explain it because I have had several people on here before say, oh, this medium said that was just, I don't know if y'all caught that live. It was a couple of weeks ago, or that I brought up this lady, and that the person on the live said, well, a couple of mediums brought her up and they just said she was a random spirit that had latched onto me. No, we do not do that. So I just followed the energy and we figured out who that lady was. So, don't let mediums off the hook so quick. Do not let them say, oh, the spirit is around you. Of course your spirits are around you. Now freaking prove it. Also, when spirits step up and say, tell them I love them. Really? No, we're going to have to do a little bit better than that. Yes, do they love you? Absolutely. But that's also something that a medium could say. Sissy remembers that one, right? I was a little bit fired up, wasn't I, Sissy? In spirit, of course your spirits love you, but have them say something that the medium doesn't know. I did a reading this, and it reminds me, I don't know what is up, so what will happen is one day, I had been on here and there was a couple, I was reading the girl, but the husband was apparently in the background, and the lady was about to go, and the spirit said, tell him to fix the windshield wiper blade. And that husband was like, what? Oh my gosh. And so sometimes when spirits like to have fun. And so whenever a spirit will find some things like, oh, that was fun, if they can use it later, they will. So this weekend I was at an event, I was doing back-to-back readings. There were 15 minutes rolling through. I'd already blown these people's minds. They were getting up to leave and everyone else was coming to sit down. And so I turned to them and I said, oh, whoever it was said to change your windshield wiper blades. And that lady looked at me and she said, are you effing kidding me? Apparently her windshield wiper blade had broken, completely broken on the way to the event. I know, right? A lot of husbands, there was a couple of moments where I just had the opportunity to really blow people's minds this weekend, and I do so love doing that. I really do. All right, let's recap this gentleman we have here. I'm hearing John Paul or JP around them. He owned his own business. He's telling me he was an entrepreneur, but it was a business that he had built from scratch, and it wasn't like he was dressed in a suit. It was construction and, hard work type building his own business. Though he did work really hard, he is showing me as he got successful, he was not afraid to show it. This man's boots he is showing me, those are pricey boots, and so is his truck. He is also showing me his own house was, it was a really nice house out in it looks like it's on a little bit of land, not like a huge acreage, but a little bit of land. And it looks like he did have some horses. I'm not convinced he was divorced, but he definitely was having problems in his marriage because he's showing me he was gone all the time. And he would go out drinking. He said that's where the deals were made. Like he was always working. If he wasn't actually working, he was out gathering work by socializing and drinking. Now, does this gentleman sound familiar to anyone? All right. I know. Dee's like, interesting. Aw, you're so sweet, Lola. I love that Lola's like, we can't let this spirit go unclaimed. We can't, oh, but his name was Herb. So does everything else fit, Lola? Okay, let's see what Lola's got to say here. Do the spirits just pop up when I'm doing spirit led? Okay, very good. Let's get Lola on here. Okay, Miss Lola, it's not allowing me to choose you. So choose me. Down at the bottom are two people, a pink one and a, well, you already know the drill. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you, Miss Lola. You already know. All right.
Hey
Hi.
there.
Where are you located again, Lola?
I'm in Colorado. I don't know if this is for me, so I don't want to take anybody's time up. He would be my cousin's father-in-law. Everything fits except for the name. I might be off, so I don't want to
Okay,
take
very
anybody
good.
else's.
So now think of, is there a John or a Paul around him?
You know, I don't know that. I don't know that. But everything else kind of fits with
Okay,
the
very-
boots and the a lot of money. And he just died. He had problems in his marriage. I mean, the whole
yeah,
thing.
everything fit. Okay, so this would be your cousin's father-in-law, you said, right?
Yes, so my cousin, his name, yes, yes.
Okay, very good. So you can just check later and see, you know, what this name business is. But she's saying everything else fits. And so this is where, okay, so now I don't know if his estate has been settled, but there's going to be problems. Like he is showing me that there is some complete infighting going on.
Yes, they all do fight amongst themselves for sure. There's huge fights between siblings.
And has that started yet with his estate? Because it is.
You know what? I'm not really sure, but my cousin did say something about that. Yes.
Okay, so this gentleman is saying, so your cousin is married to his daughter?
No, no. So my cousin is the woman, and his son is Chris. So my cousin is Kim, and his son would be Chris. His
Okay,
name is
very good.
Herb. So I don't know.
This guy is telling me, like he is showing me, and he was showing me the couple. So he wasn't just showing me one of them. He was showing me the couple grabbing a hold and not letting go. So I don't know if Chris is a type who can be browbeat. Like he will just be like, what?
Yes,
You know,
yes.
yeah. And his dad is saying, don't do that. Because Chris, to me, he's showing me both of them. He's showing me the Chris and the Kim. He's not showing one of them. So that tells me that he considered Kim his, like he considered that his daughter and that his
Yes.
son.
Yes, yes.
And so his dad, Chris and Kim, very much are about protecting their peace. More so, Chris, I see Kim, you know, acquiescing a little bit, which rightly so, because it's her husband's family. But Chris's dad is saying, don't. That the real will was written for a reason and to not give in.
Okay, okay, I'll tell them.
Also, Chris is to step up. He is to start. I'm not sure if Chris runs his own company yet, but he
He does?
Yeah. He's really meant to expand that, there's some opportunities that will be coming Chris's way, and I see Chris kind of wavering because he knows how much his dad was gone, how much his dad worked. But Chris's dad is saying that Chris is a different person. He's not going to make the same mistakes that his dad made.
Yeah, he is scared of that, believe me.
Yeah. His dad, that's what his dad is saying. But Chris is a different person. So is Kim. Like his wife is a different person also. She's someone who will partner with him. It's
Yeah.
like his dad is showing me his wife didn't really want to partner, didn't want to be a part of it, didn't want to be involved in that.
Yeah, she was something else.
Yeah. Yeah, she was. But Kim more wants to partner with Chris, and they have this. So his dad is saying he is meant to expand that business. He can do it. It's not going to cause him family problems, but Chris is different, and so is his wife.
Okay.
Also, he is thanking you because you almost didn't claim him.
Yes, I do, because I didn't want to take anybody else's time.
Right, but he shows me, he was basically hitting you on the head, Lola, with it's me, it's me, it's me, to the point that you couldn't take it anymore. You're like, oh my gosh, let me just claim this spirit.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened.
Yes, he is showing me that. He is a very powerful spirit. So just know that when Chris is looking for signs from his dad, he's going to be doing all the things. He is showing me, it's like a ceiling fan. I was going to say a light. He's definitely going to make the lights flicker. But
Yes.
it's something about a ceiling fan.
Yep.
Hold on, my moderator is home and my dogs are yakking at him. Yes. So yes, his dad is the one who is responsible for that. Yeah, I want to say hi to the moderator. There he is.
Hi, Mr. Moderator.
So he'll be glad to know that was his. Did he know it was his dad?
So are you talking about, wait, what did you say?
With the ceiling fan, did he know that his dad was?
Yes. So what they did was they had a fire in their ceiling fan. And yeah, it was a huge deal. They almost lost the house and all of this stuff. So it was a huge deal.
So now what? Because he's taking he's showing me with a hose putting it out. What got them there in time?
So their dog started barking at it. And this dog is a huge pain in the ass, but she's such a sweet girl too. Her name is Chewy, but she's a pet, like she has a little bit of psychology or some stuff going on, right? So yeah.
Now, did you notice that about the time I started asking you about that was about the time my dog started barking?
Oh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Right. It's not a coincidence. So he has taken responsibility for, because he's showing me, I couldn't figure why he was jumping up and down and like waving his arms. He is showing me that he was the one making those dogs bark. He wants responsibility for that. He wants credit for that. He's like, it was not that those damn dogs barking at no ceiling fan. Those dogs were barking at me.
Okay, I'll let them know.
So he wants credit for that.
Okay, I will let him know.
And in all seriousness, this guy did love animals. He just truly had a heart for animals. I mean, he could be hardcore. He
was very hardcore. He was really hardcore. And so my cousin tries to not be like that. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that he admitted to me just now, because I was like, oh, you loved animals, like, oh, and he's
He
like,
did.
and that's what he
huge
said.
horse
He said,
person.
don't be fooled. That was hardcore.
Yeah, had the horses, had the money, was this total money guy. I mean, honestly, he did have a heart, but it was hard. I mean, he was a hardcore guy.
He said that I not agreeing with what he said. He said, you don't come from where I came from and make what I made without being hardcore.
No, I understand it. It just really hurt my cousin, and I know he knows that now.
Right. I was going to say, I disagree. I think you can be both. I think you can make something out of yourself, make a lot of money, and still be kind and fair.
Tell him that. Tell him.
He says, I know. He knows it now. He says, I know it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when he on this side, he would never have. Weakness was not.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Lola.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Yes, you too. Thank you. Okay, bye.
All right, so that was kind of fun. All right, I have to roll into a meeting, so I'm going to have to run. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. We had some fun hanging out with the spirits, and yeah, so I appreciate y'all. I will be live again tomorrow, I believe. At what time?
Tomorrow's Wednesday, 1:00.
1:00. Thank you, Jess. I am about to go. I have a few minutes before my reading, so I'm about to go meditate so I can get myself together before, got to show up for you people, right? I do enjoy showing up. So don't ever think that you're like, why are you here? Because I do, whenever you have, people are counting on you, you have to show up, you bring it. All right, people. Thank y'all. I will see you tomorrow, and mark your calendars because Friday, Dee and I will be live again on YouTube. I will be, what time? You said 1, right?
3 for 1:00 TikTok, 12:00 TikTok.
Tomorrow is 12?
Tomorrow is 2. Or wait a minute, Wednesday 1.
Okay.
Thursday 2.
When?
And 12, and YouTube is at 3.
Okay, so tomorrow is 1
Right.
Central Time. Thursday is 2 Central Time. Friday is noon here on TikTok Central Time, and then 3:00 Dee and I will be live on YouTube. So make sure, if y'all haven't done so yet, make sure you're following me on all the other social media platforms, especially YouTube. All right, y'all have a good evening.